When President Trump speaks to the United Nations General Assembly tomorrow, a handful of world leaders will not be there. As I mentioned, the Russian President Vladimir Putin, the Chinese President Xi Jinping among them. But the Iranian leader, Hassan Rouhani, is expected to address the assembly later this week. So far, President Trump has no plans to meet with him while he's in New York. That's according to the White House. Yet he'll be speaking, and a big podium it is. Shawn, live outside the UN this afternoon. Eric?
Hello, Shep. No repeat of what happened here in 2013 at the end of the UN General Assembly that year when Hassan Rouhani held an historic telephone call with President Obama. In fact, President Trump and Rouhani not likely to see each other. Rouhani is here today. He met earlier this morning with Secretary General Antonio Guterres, the traditional protocol of the incoming prime ministers and presidents to greet the Secretary General. He will speak on Thursday and will likely support the Iranian nuclear deal and perhaps lash out at the U.S. When he speaks. But there are those who say he should not even be here in the first place. The Iranian opposition cites the fact that Iran is on the top of the list of the State Department sponsors of terrorism. Maryam Rajavi, the head of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, says Rouhani should not even be let in the doors.
This regime is responsible for mass executions in Iran, for slaughter of the people of Syria, destructive meddling in Iraq, support for terrorism, and pursuing nuclear weapons and missile programs.
In fact, the opposition plans a major rally on Wednesday across the street in Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza when Rouhani is speaking, Shep.
How do they decide the order of speakers around there?
Well, it is a delicate diplomatic dance and does have some roots in tradition. The first speaker is always the country that is the president of the General Assembly for the year. This year it is the foreign minister of Slovakia. The first country to start is always Brazil. That's been a tradition since 1955. No one really knows why they've never been punted down the list. Basically, Brazil, it's a UN tradition. Then number two is us, the United States, because we are the host country. Then the rest of the country is based on geographic area, assessment, contribution, this sort of thing. But three major names are not here, as you earlier pointed out. Angela Merkel of Germany, she faces re-election on Sunday. President Xi of China is not here. The foreign minister will likely speak. And Vladimir Putin is skipping it this year. He attended in 2015 after skipping it for 10 years. Sergei Lavrov, the debonair foreign minister of Russia, will be giving that speech on Thursday. Lavrov, by the way, had been the ambassador here for 10 years. We covered him for that decade. He's known as the George Hamilton of the diplomatic corps because he is pretty suave and smooth and suntanned. By the way, the final speaker, that honor goes to Turkmenistan. Yeah, next Monday.
All right.
So this will go on for the rest of the week.
We'll hold our breath for that. Shawn, can't wait. Thank you very much.